everybody. I'm Mike Criscione, and welcome to Buffalo Streams Live. Late night feeling more lost than found. You're stuck thinking on the things you've been pushing down. Get good at making busy, all your time is filled. When you're staring down forever, on it will. It goes on and on and on and on it will. On and on and on and on it will. Reflections say the words you cannot speak. You're out running those shadows 8 days a week. Too scared of looking what's coming up behind. You're losing your heart to winning your mind. It goes on and on and on and on it will. On and on and on and on it will. On and on and on and on it will. On and on and on and on it will. It's the same damn thing, no matter how we try to work it out. Work it out. Soldiers don't know how to end the fight. Lawyers don't know when just ain't right. The doctor can't cure without a pill. You can't get you running if it's standing still. It goes on and on and on and on and on it will. Late night feeling more lost than found. All the times you think about slowing down. They are the times you think about slowing down. Ooh, the time you think about slowing down. Very cool. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks, or for watching the stream if you're watching it later on. Again, I'm Mike Criscione. I'm here at the beautiful Guitar Factory in right across from the stadium here in Orchard Park. Got my newfound friend Brandon here behind the sound and the cameras, and I was talking to him before we started this. That I did a lot of live streaming back around the beginning of the whole quarantine back in spring of 2020, And this is way more pro than anything I've ever encountered in live stream before. But it's super cool to be part of it, and I'm glad to have somebody pushing all the buttons and letting me just play. So I'm going to do a song of mine. This is something that I loosely based on the sinking of a German battleship and the life of my grandmother. This is called Unsinkable Sam. Every word you say isn't true, especially the ones you smile through. Every time that you ask how you've been, you tell the shiny new light boat you're in. Unsinkable stories of you. Unsinkable sadness, not true. First they author a plan of attack, and then it's 3 days till they call you back, writing the story you carefully chose. With built-in applause the phoenix arose. Unsinkable stories of you. Unsinkable sadness, not true. Whatever it takes to survive, and we're listing badly to inside. The beats mind the constant, the outcry. I'm unsinkable Sam, and I don't need this here. And the guns are ablaze, and the decks are on fire, and the water is rising higher and higher. I'll do what I do and say what I say to live another day. Stories of you. Unthinkable sadness, it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. It's not true. All right. Yeah. It's called Unsinkable Sam. It's a tune off my second record that I put out in the spring of 2018. I'm going to do another one off of there. This is cool. I see I got a few people on here live. So I am watching. I'm not watching the stream because it's about 20 seconds behind real time. But I'm looking for if you guys want to heckle me or request something, I guess I can try to see what if there's a tune of mine that I don't have in my set that I can eke out. If somebody's wants to hear, you can put that right in the chat. But this is a tune called Your Parking Spot. parking spot. I know that you're not there, but you used to be a lot. The traffic's driving by, the world's moving ahead. Looking at that empty space, I'm stuck here in my head. Once that I know, light turns green, I go. I can't feel it anymore. And the day reminds me of the way we used to come and go and never question if this would end. It'd be all just wasted time. Holding hands in the park, they're proudly on display, like it's all an open book and always sunny day. Every song seems to fit them like a tea, and freely they exchange, turning me instead to we. Once that I know, light turns green, I go. I can't feel it anymore. On the day reminds me of the way we used to come and go, and never used to question if this would end. It'd be all just wasted time. Light turns green, I go. I can't feel it anymore. And the day reminds me of the way we used to come and go, and never used to question if this would end. It'd be all just wasted time. I look down on the street and to your parking spot. I know that you're not there, but you used to be a lot. Very cool. Man, this room sounds amazing. It's so nice to play in just a space. I know that, we have some room mics up in here, and you guys are hopefully getting all of that out in YouTube land, but it's really nice to play in a place where the room is helping you. I'm going to do another tune of mine off my second record. This is called Turo in a Tempo. Get that capo right. Turo in a tempo, you were by my side. We're out there on the Cape, there was nowhere we could hide. And the words we just let them ride. Well, we started off in sunshine, blue skies above. In Beach Town we went sailing and found me making love. Out of nowhere it just dropped in like a dagger from above. Well, the storm's just off the coast and they said to clear on out. Hurricane is blowing in, oblivious we shout. Words swirling around our heads, we got lost in a roundabout. Well, this isn't duck and cover. This isn't just a test. Seems like the more I keep on talking, I get deeper in this mess. Sometimes my mouth will move, but my mind is taking a rest. I went through Turo in a temple. You were by my side. We're out there on the Cape, there was nowhere we could hide. And the words we just let them ride. 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 Very cool. Turo and a tempo. I'm going to do a couple tunes now, I think, that I haven't released. Where did this next tune come from? This was sort of born out of some frustration that I think many people shared in the last 18 months or so. Some frustration that hopefully we're on the tail end of. But this is called "Is Justice Coming?" Freedom is the mask you will wear. Liberty a tie job for your hair. Is justice coming? Is justice coming? A tinted flag that's flown from your truck. Religion gerrymandered to destruct. Is justice coming? Is justice coming? This is the year it all came down. What do they expect you to do? Just sit around. You never cared too much to think about how you learn to the cup you drink. From the hospitals to the Capitol halls, you're blocking roads and putting up walls. Is justice coming? Is justice coming? This is the year it all came down. What do they expect you to do? Just sit around. It's justice coming. This is the year it all came down. What do they expect you to do? Just sit around. And when all is said and what's done is done, you're putting your faith into looking out for number one, for number one, for number one. Is justice coming? Cool. Sticking with some new songs. I'm gonna do another one. I grew up in a local music store like this, and it's grew up as an electric guitar player, and kind of came to this instrument later. And one of the things I never learned, and was like a little project of mine during the time away from gigs, was to Travis pick, and I'm not that great at it. And but to get better at it, I figured if I wrote it into a song that I had to play for gigs, that I would have to get better. So I'm going to apologize right now for the amateur Travis picking on this one, but this is how I burn something into my brain. This is a song that I wrote about a book that I read way back in the 90s called Rivet Head, and I actually took the hook line from the chorus from that book, and as I was getting ready to start playing this and like, considering recording it and whatnot, I was like, I should really ask for permission for that, So I reached out to the writer, and luckily a month ago, heard back from the guy named Ben Hamper, and he was very cool about it and said, yeah, sure, man, use the line. So this song is called Dead Rock Stars. AM DJ, first voice I hear in the morning. It's been that way for a lifetime, I know everything he'll say. Playing the songs we like, the ones in all of our stories, of times we reminisce about, living on replay. The days are better when the world had a few less options. What's good enough for my town is good enough for me. But more and more I find there's always someone complaining. I can't even watch a ball game without some guy taking a knee. Scared of thinking, and I don't wanna see what's right. DJ, take me back, the past is always right. Dead rock stars, they keep it plain and simple. They're never speaking up, selling out or getting strange. Dead rock stars are there whenever you want them. They're always right on the money. Dead rock stars don't change. Clock at 9, the same one at 5:30, and in between it's all a blur. The songs fill up the time. It was just supposed to be a job to make some money, but But 18 years later, I'm still working on the line. Sometimes I wonder if I'm remembering it right. What once was colorful now sounds so black and white. But dead rock stars, they keep it plain and simple. They're never speaking up, selling out, or getting strange. Dead rock stars are there whenever you want them. They're always right on the money. Dead rock stars don't change. John is dead, and Jimmy went quiet after playing so loud that the world was changed. And Frank moved on while echoes from Janice's thunderous voice still resonates. Looking back, I might have missed on something out there. And as I'm fighting sleep, I let myself pretend I'm walking off the job, I walk to the horizon, and there I'd find my voice, and we could see in color again. All this dreaming just gets me through the night. Now DJ, take me back, 'cause the past is always right. Dead rock stars, they keep it plain and simple, never speaking up, selling out, or getting strange. Dead rock stars are there whenever you want them. They're always right on the money. Dead rock stars don't change. Don't change. Don't change. Cool, cool. I've taken to in that song and a number of other ones as I've been writing songs for my third record here. I've taken to sort of writing from characters' point of views, and I think as I get older, that's an easier thing to do. So that was written from the point of view of the character in that Ben Harper book. Great book. I read ahead. If you ever get a chance to read it, you should. Another tune off my second record. This is called "Seen a Good Man Fall." Upon a star in August nights on fancy cars, a hopeful glance in the darkened skies. All superheroes weren't born to fly. No rock or man can never last. Predict the future, ignore the past. We're so surprised and so amazed when one just burns out in our gaze. When it's burning towards earth, all fiery red. When the story's been broken and harsh words have been said, after image of light and nothing at all, I've seen a sad fought fight. I've seen a good man fall. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference how you are. No Father, Son, or Holy Ghost. Whoever steals the fastest gets the most. What goes round don't always come round, but what goes up it must come down. And fast ascent we blindly climb, but we're burning ladders as we climb. When it's burning towards earth, all fiery and red. When the story's been broken and harsh words have been said, after image of light, then nothing at all. I've seen a sad fall fight. I've seen a good man fall. Cool. I'm gonna go back to my first record for a tune that's found a little bit of international correspondence on. Many years ago, it was on a podcast that was broadcast in all places, Australia and New Zealand. So when I was getting some airplay on this and getting some correspondence on this, I was looking at a globe and thinking that it was rather ironic that the one place that I was getting some traction on this song was directly through the earth, about as far as I could possibly be from playing a gig. But I guess that's the music business here. So anyway, this is a song I wrote for my good friend Bruce. It's about a trip that we took and a great morning caffeinated conversation that we had. This is called Witness Protection Program. On a stretch of highway just southeast of Bangor, driving through the picture of a crisp Acadian morning, on some local diner we stopped in to get some breakfast, the kind of place where bad country songs are born. Well, the coffee was at the table before we were, And Bruce just smiled and slowly nodded his head. And it seemed like the whole world was on the menu on that day. And in a caffeine muse, this is what he said: if I ever end up in the witness protection program, 'cause I'm sick of life, paralyzed with fear. If I ever end up in the witness protection program, I'll meet you every year this time, right here. He said, now this the kind of place I could get used to. This the kind of place where I could rest. I'd spend my days hauling in lobster traps and singing bad country songs and mending fishing nets. Well, I ain't never been too married to my face. I ain't never been too married to my name. I ain't never been too married to this life of endless circumstance. Well, I'll take my days a bit more plain, 'cause if I ever end up in the witness protection program, 'cause I'm sick of life, paralyzed with fear. If I ever end up in the witness protection program, I'll meet you every year this time, right here. There's places in my past I leave behind, and there's faces I just as soon never see. But now and then, here and there, I'm sure I'll take to remembering all those things I used to be. And when at last my coffee cup is empty and that lonesome road has come to an end, raise a glass and feast her. Write me a bad country song, but don't pity me, my foul-weathered friend. Just think of me in the witness protection program, like I took the stand against Corleone, and I didn't want to end up with a horse head in my bed. This is the place that I call home. Cool. I just looked down and noticed the chat. Tracy, thanks for the words of encouragement. I appreciate it. I saw that right as I was finishing that finger picking section in the middle, and I was like, thanks, I needed that right then. Let's see here. I think I have about 3 more. I play locally in a band called Ultraviolet, and we don't do any of these songs. We do I'll do covers and stuff, but we play out quite a bit, and we had a regular gig at a bar along the waterfront in Buffalo here, actually in Angola, and it was a weekly kind of thing on Sundays, and it was the first weekly gig I ever had. And the cool thing about it was, you would see, you would see people every day or every Sunday, the same faces, and realize that like when you have a weekly thing that like people, it becomes part of their sort of routine. And so, a lot of folks who I didn't really know or really didn't know beyond music, became sort of like part of that whole scene. And when that club closed, or at least when it changed ownership, that gig kind of went away. I wrote this tune about it. So this is called Angola Beach.
When we start a new week, and I can't stand the thought of sitting home. I'm gonna head out to the beach, close my eyes and breathing deep. Look around, see I'm not alone. Maybe it's time to change up my ways. Maybe it's time to grow up, they say. But on an Angola Beach, I'm gonna find my own me, with all my weekend friends at a second home. On an Angola Beach, we'll drink until the sun's asleep. Right here's a piece of me, this I know. Same sign above the door, the same pictures on the wall. It's just like it's always been. There ain't nothing changed at all. Gino's serving food, the place is buzzing like a hive. Bottles dancing on the bar, the band starts at 5. Maybe it's time to change up my ways. Maybe it's time to grow up, they say. 'Cause on an Angola Beach, I'm gonna find my own me, with all my weekend friends at a second home. On an Angola Beach, we'll drink until the sun's asleep. Right here's a piece of me, this I know. This I know. Maybe it's time to change up our ways. Maybe it's time to grow up, they say. But on an Angola Beach, I'm gonna find my own me, with all my weekend friends at a second home. As on an Angola Beach, we'll drink until the sun's asleep. Right here's a piece of me, this I know. This I know.
Cool. Very cool. Tune called Angola Beach off my second record. If you're interested in hearing these songs in the recorded form, you can find me on Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube and any place you get low-grade digital music. Or you can send me a message and I can hook up and send you a CD or a high-quality digital download card. So that stuff is findable. This tune, I think the last two that I'm going to play are off my first record. This is a song that is the oldest song that I perform. I think this was written 20 plus years ago, before 9/11, before a number of things. Unfortunately, I feel like this song becomes a little more pertinent and has new meanings every time I play it. This is called Riding a Bus.
Out of the dismay, into the melee, in spite of the hearsay, 20 more today. For God of a country, to heaven they promise thee. It's a suicide bomb spree, and this is day 3. They were only heading home. No rationale can suffice for the meager value you put on life. It's such an ultimate price for riding a bus. It's not so far away, it's down in the subway, a mailroom ashtray, a Timothy McVeigh. They were only heading home. No rationale can suffice for the meager value you put on life. It's such an ultimate price for riding a bus. Rationale can't suffice for the meager value you put on life. It's such an ultimate price for riding a bus. 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 Riding a bus.
All right, doing some loopy-loop stuff in there. I gotta again thank Brandon here with Buffalo Streams Live because what's so rare on a local level is to show up for a gig and have a sound person there who is it's not always the sound person's fault. Sometimes it's just the format of the venue's fault, but to have a sound person that's like so engaged in getting it sounding good and right, and he was so helpful today. So thank you so much, man. We had to work out a little different thing with a separate mic to have that integrate with the system, and I think it worked out pretty well there. So I'm gonna do one more in this crazy tuning. This is a tune that is off my first record that was kind of my first experience doing any kind of recording, and this initially started out to be just a fingerstyle tune like I'm going to play, but ended up with everything but the kitchen sink in it, and I'm just going to play the sort of like beginning track of this, and or the original track of this. But if you listen to the recorded version, there's violins and oboes and cellos and all sorts of craziness in it. So let me just check my tuning in this so I don't make you suffer through something that's horrible. All right, that's reasonable. Yeah, need a tech for this one. This is called Dragonfly.
How did I lose my place with you? Awkward and unstable hover. I wish you'd rescue and fly me away, distract me like no other. I know there's someone that I wanna be, but I can make myself not care. If I can't see the way inside of me, I'm just gonna close my eyes and stare. Do I need you or you need me? Or do we just applaud each other's act? Frozen scared on this tightrope, don't know what to do except react. It's not one thing that rings so clear, a splinter drawn through time. Comfort too complacent, vital too vacant. This cancer of yours and mine. Dragonfly, wings move so fast to hold still. Static marathon of will, alone with no one's help. What do you know about yourself? Dragonfly, wings move so fast to hold still. Static marathon of will, alone with no one's help. What do you know about yourself? Does it hurt so much to hold still? Static marathon of will, reach back upon your shelf. What do you know about yourself? What do you know about yourself? What do you know about yourself?
Thank you very much, folks. I'm Mike Criscione. Thanks to Buffalo Streams Live, the Guitar Factory, and also Ryan Gurnett for booking this. Big thanks to Brandon here behind the board. So check out my Facebook page if you're not familiar with my music, and thanks for tuning in. Have a good night.